Assalamualaikum guys, my name is Mayan and I welcome you all to my channel. So today we are going to study second portion of electricity and magnetism topic, that is current electricity. But before officially starting current electricity, there are some important symbols which we need to, whose knowledge is required by us so that we can successfully dive into current electricity. The first category is cell. It looks like this. The second is battery. It looks like this, which has a set of positive and negative terminal. Third one is power supply. Fourth one is variable power supply with an arrow in between. Fifth one is open switch, through which current can't pass because circuit is not completed. And sixth one is closed switch, through which current can pass. The second category is of meters. First one is ammeter. It is used to measure current. Second is voltmeter. It is used to measure potential difference. And potential difference is something that we are going to study later in this portion. Number third is galvanometer. And number four is ohms meter, which is used to measure resistance. The third category of special equipment is resistors. The first one is fixed resistor. Second one is variable resistor. Third one is thermistor. And fourth one is LDR, which is light dependent resistor. There are two other important equipments as well. The first one is electric heater. And if you have watched my lecture on the specific heat capacity topic of thermal physics, we studied that electric heater is used to warm up the metal block, which is used to calculate specific heat capacity. Electric heater looks like this. And another is bulb, or you can say lamp. Its symbol is a circle with cross inscribed in it. Kindly take a screenshot of these symbols, as I am now going to erase it, and we are going to officially start current electricity. Okay, so first important quantity or terminology in current electricity is electric current. Electric current is represented by the symbol capital I. एंड अब हमें पढ़ना है कि इलेक्ट्रिक करंट होता क्या है, या करंट बेसिकली होता क्या है. इट इज डिफाइंड as the amount of charge passing through a conductor, that is electric conductor, any metal, per unit time. Here are two important keywords. The first one is charge, and charge is nothing but electron. I repeat कि पहली इंपॉर्टेंट कीवर्ड यहाँ पे चार्ज है, और चार्ज रेफर करता है इलेक्ट्रॉन. एंड वी हैव स्टडीड अबाउट बेसिक definition about electron in chemistry in our and we study about electron in chemistry in our first chapter, that is atomic structure. And simply current is also flow of electrons. The second important terminology is per unit time, which means per second. So if we discuss about unit of electric current, its unit is amperes, that is capital A. Just like the unit of distance is meters, similarly the unit of electric current is amperes. It is a scalar quantity. Now we are going to discuss about formula of electric current that is used to calculate electric current. There are two formulas. The formula number one is I is equals to Q upon T, where Q is total amount of charge, T is time taken by charges to flow, and I is current. Suppose this is an electric conductor through which 10 coulombs of charges is passing. Coulomb is represented by C and it is a unit of charge. This means that 10 amperes of current is passing through this conductor in per second. We can also calculate by the formula I is equals to Q over T. Q is 10 coulomb, that is total amount of charge, and the time taken is 1 second. So therefore current is 10 amperes. अब इस क्वेश्चन का दूसरा सिनेरियो आपके पास ये आ सकता है that you are given the number of particles carrying the charge, that is number of electrons carrying the charge, and you are given per unit charge on each electron. Suppose for the sake of simplicity, we are only considering 3 electrons, but in examination a multitude of electrons is given. 3 electrons are passing through this conductor and each electron is carrying the charge of 4 coulomb. नाउ अगर अब मुझे टोटल चार्ज निकालना हो कितना कैरी कर रहा है, मैं एक इलेक्ट्रॉन के चार्ज को 3 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दूंगा, बिकॉज हर इलेक्ट्रॉन सिमिलर चार्ज कैरी करता है और 3 नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं. So here we get the formula I is equals to n by small q over t. Here n is number of particles, or you can say number of electrons that are flowing. In this case these are 3. Q is per unit charge. Remember that when if we need to differentiate between total charge and per unit charge in both the scenarios, for the per unit charge we will use the symbol as small q carried by each electron. T is time taken. Suppose in 1 seconds, and I is current. Now if we place these values in this formula, that is formula number 2, we will get 3 multiplied by 2 over 1, that is 6 amperes. So if you are given total aggregate amount of charge being carried, you will use I is equals to capital Q over T. But if you are given number of electrons carrying the charge and per unit charge on each electron, you will use the formula n multiplied by Q divided by T, where simply n multiplied by Q is eventually capital Q, that is total amount of charge. So second portion of study is types of current. I'll be just back. Give me a minute. Yes. So let's continue. The first type of current is direct current, which is represented by DC. And second type of current is alternating current, which is the invention of great scientist Nikola Tesla, and it is represented by AC. Now, if we differentiate between direct current and alternating current, so direct current is a non-fluctuating current, or in other words, you can say it is a non-pulsating current. This means it gives a constant power output. Its graph is like this, which is a straight line with a zero gradient, which means its magnitude and direction does not changes. Same magnitude and direction. The second type of alternate current is alternating current. Alternating current is a pulsating or fluctuating current. This means it does not give a constant power output. It gives fluctuating, or you can say variable power output. Its graph is like this. It's in the form of a wave. In our syllabus, we only have DC motors, direct current motors. Its magnitude, changing magnitude, as you can see, its magnitude is changing, and its direction is also changing. Okay, so direct current is supplied using direct current, or you can say DC, can be supplied or provided through a cell or a battery. Therefore, whenever you see that typical basic diagram of a circuit, it looks like this. And the diagram of alternating current can look like this. But it is not in our syllabus. Not in syllabus. I am just telling you for the sake of knowledge, this diagram is in our syllabus and constantly repeats coming in the exam. Okay, alternating current can be supplied using a frequency generator. इस पॉइंट को याद रखने की अगर मैं आपको निंजा टेक्निक बताऊं तो हम ये याद रख सकते हैं कि इसका जो सिंबल होता है वो इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ वेव होता है, और वेव जो जनरेट करती है चीज वो फ्रीक्वेंसी जनरेटर होती है। ये एक निंजा टेक्निक है इसको याद करने की। Now, if we talk about direction and magnitude, direction of current. Current can be either marked from positive to negative terminal of the battery, or the direction of current may be marked from negative to positive terminal of a battery. जब भी एग्जामिनर आपसे ये बनवाना चाहेगा कि हम डायरेक्शन मार्क करें पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव टर्मिनल, वो कुछ खास कीवर्ड्स यूज करेगा, लाइक करंट, इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, कन्वेंशनल करंट, और करंट ड्यू टू प्रोटॉन्स। लेकिन जब भी वो आपसे एक्सपेक्ट करेगा कि आप डायरेक्शन मार्क करें फ्रॉम नेगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल, ही विल ओनली यूज अ सिंगल कीवर्ड, दैट इज करंट ड्यू टू इलेक्ट्रॉन्स। We will draw a diagram of both of these. करंट वैसे यूजुअली तो पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव टर्मिनल फ्लो करता है, एंड वी विल मार्क इट्स डायरेक्शन लाइक दिस। मान लेते हैं बल्ब भी कनेक्टेड है। ये है आपका करंट या इलेक्ट्रिक करंट या करंट ड्यू टू प्रोटॉन्स। एंड करंट ड्यू टू इलेक्ट्रॉन्स is from negative terminal to positive terminal. Our okay. The topic of electric current is now over, and now we are going to start about the discussion about resistance. But before that, we need to measure current. Sorry, one last topic, that is measuring current. When I listed down the important symbols and equipments, I told you that measuring current can be measured through ammeter. An ammeter can be connected in series, side by side, or linearly, like this. But if it is connected in parallel, current will take a alternating path and short circuit will happen, which will damage the ammeter. That's it from my side. The topic of electric current is now over, and from next video we are going to discuss about resistance. And before resistance, we will study about the difference between electromotive force (EMF) and potential difference. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.